Theater of the Mind Flip.
Welcome to Theater of the Mind Flayer, a D&D play podcast set in the homebrewed world of Jekyll. We've got 2 DMs for some reason, which can only mean twice the fun. So sit back, relax, and enjoy your time at
Theater of the Mind Flip.
Oh, welcome to Theater of the Mind Flayer. I'm Jacob Machin. There's Caleb Dowdall.
Hi, Caleb.
Put a stick figure in, please.
Oh, hey, Jacob. I'm Caleb Dowdall. You're Jacob Machin.
Can you hear that accent, folks?
It's slight, but it's not quite there.
It's
but
tasteful.
It's not quite offensive.
It was tasteful. It was tasteful. You're listening to the dulcet tones of Luke Sykes.
Oh, hi. I'm Luke.
Hercules Mays.
Hello.
Danielle Butlin.
Hi.
Michael Briganti.
Feck. I heard it. My favorite way
Feck.
that anyone says fuck.
Oh,
is
feck.
Feck. Feck.
You know, like fuck. Fucking.
Oh, fuck's pretty good.
Fuck.
Fuck is the best swear word.
Fuck.
What was it on Battlestar Galactica? What was their fuck?
Oh.
Come on, nerds.
I
Wrong type of
don't
nerds.
remember. Yeah.
Wrong
decade of my
What
time.
show they replaced something with?
I'm
was
thinking of like
wasn't
Firefly,
Frigg,
where they replaced
but like
swearing with the Chinese
Brash?
stuff, the Mandarin stuff.
They would just have English and then...
Well, they would curse in Mandarin because
How cool was
the space
What was the
war was
difference
to
about
do
Frack.
like China was
Frack.
part of
Frack.
the space war. Yeah.
It sort of became like a new universal language.
Yeah. Keep an eye out for our space-based campaign that's coming out later in the year.
Space.
It'll be fun.
Space.
That's a fun board game.
We're either
It's
going to
called
be
frack. In Battlestar.
Oh,
Yeah.
fracking. Isn't fracking when you
You blow
Yeah,
up the earth
for
to get the
oil?
oil.
For gas? Sorry.
Yeah.
Something
And
like
it gets
that.
into all the waterways. It's fun.
Yay.
Set your water on fire.
Yeah, that's what
That's
everyone
when you
wants.
know it's good.
That's what you want. You want liquid to catch on fire.
That's some spicy water.
Why is it spicy?
You start sweating and you can't be near an open flame.
We have no Caleb, but we do have trivia treats.
Who's doing it? It's a little treat.
Tasting.
We're going to use our Dungeons and Dragons, our Watsy Trivial Pursuit. They need all the help they can get because Project Sigil does not work at all.
Oh, yeah. They're giving up on it, aren't they?
It does not work at all.
What's what?
Their
the
VTT.
Nothing they make works. They buy everything that works.
it also doesn't help that they also decided to
Well,
release
virtual
it,
tabletop, but
release it sort of in like a kind of open beta,
but not
and
even open
then
beta. Yeah.
proceed to axe 90% of
Yeah.
the people working on
Everyone
it.
go watch D&D Shorts, like dissection of it. It's actually really good. Shout out to D&D
It's
Shorts.
not a good company. It's
Yes.
like very provenly.
Well,
obviously not a good
Hasbro
company.
has definitely made anything that WotC was already doing even worse.
You know what? I don't need Hasbro because I has the bros I need right here. Okay. If you reach inside a bag of tricks, what will you feel?
Tricks.
furry animals.
Penis.
Animals.
Whatever scares you.
That's why it's like silly rabbit. Tricks
No.
are for kids.
You are
Not like
closest.
a bogart.
Yeah.
A small fuzzy object. If the object is removed, it becomes a helpful animal in varying shape.
Yeah.
Question number 2. This 1 point to Michael.
Had a bag of tricks.
I'm pretty sure we were right with Tricks' penis. You said penis, didn't you?
I said beans.
Someone else said penis, right? The other one said penis.
Beans.
I said beans.
That's his balls. Put together we made it.
Who designed the Druid class published in TSR's 1976 Eldritch Wizardry? Who designed it?
Someone who likes to power game.
Not Ed Green.
Ron L.
Not
Hubbard.
Gary Gygax.
If it's Ron Hubbard.
Co-authored L. Ron Hubbard checked in and was like,
It is Elrond.
Guys.
Ron L. Elrond.
The Mormon Church and Druid class.
yes. Authored,
Hey, he was a writer,
also
right?
authored the earlier role-playing game Bunnies and Burrows.
Was
nature,
for
Was
sure.
it Roald Dahl?
It was not Roll.
Bunnies and Burrows.
Yeah.
Because Bunnies and Burrows sounds like a Roald Dahl book.
It does a little bit.
Sounds like a forest adventure to me.
Or a Enid Blyton book. Sounds
A
sort
little
of
bit like an Enid Blyton book, yeah.
Peter Rabbity.
Bunnies and
John-
Burrows. John Malkovich.
There.
I will let you, if you get the first
C.S.
name.
Lewis.
If you
Name
get-
every white man ever.
So,
It is a very white man name.
Tolkien.
Keith.
Keith.
Urban.
Reed.
Keith Forrest.
That's not Keith. Stop guessing Keith. The last name is
Daniel.
The last name is Sustair. It does start with D.
Dick.
Danny.
David.
Damien.
Derek.
Donald.
Douglas.
Darren.
There's no other
Dylan.
Dylan.
Dawn.
There are.
Dakota.
I already said Doug.
There's a very famous D name.
Damien?
Dick Van Dyke.
Wait, David? Dave?
Donnie. Donatello.
Dennis.
Dennis?
Who's the famous D?
Dennis the Menace. You fucking idiots. What is the term for the complex social group in which flumps live?
Are they called?
It's also the name of a Pokemon.
Oh. Like a
Clefairy.
Jiggly?
No.
A Puffle?
No. Yeah, the
A-
Pokemon name
Puffle.
is
I
the
don't
collective noun.
Oh,
A team?
Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur, Squirtle, Wartortle,
Keep going.
Dratini, Mewtwo.
Is it a Gen 1?
It is a Gen 1.
Wait, what's the name of the creature
coughing?
we're trying to guess again?
A wheezing?
Flumps.
Flumps.
A ratata.
Flumps.
Jigglypuff.
What's the
Clefairy.
gas one called?
A Ghastly?
Ghastly. My
A
favorite is
Ghastly or
Gengar.
Flumps?
It is Pokemon number 91.
Oh, I don't know the numbers.
Hold on,
It is a water Pokemon.
Pikachu of Flumps.
Poliwrath.
Squirtle
Poly.
of
something.
Flumps.
Yeah,
That's too
Poly
early. That's like
something.
30s.
Polycule of Flumps.
water-
Krabby,
Lapras.
Kingler, Lapras, Poliwag, Poliwhirl, Poliwrath.
The most ocean-ass looking one. One of the most
Magic.
ocean-ass.
King,
Magic
Gyarados.
Goldeen, a Starmie, a Staryu.
Horsey.
The final evolution looks like a vagina.
Cloyster.
So Cloyster is, the vagina.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cloister of Flump.
That,
Excellent. A Cloyster of Flumps.
You gave Pokemon as a clue for Cloister.
Cloister is a Pokemon.
Yeah, it's a
It is a.
No,
Cloister.
I'm just.
What else would you use for Cloister?
It's a place like where religious people go.
You're gonna talk about a
I wouldn't
library or
have
something,
gotten
aren't
that.
you?
I have better odds with the Pokemon.
Did you at home?
Like the
would you at home have thought that I would have gone to Pokemon or religion?
Yeah, nerds. Which one would it have been?
And how long have you known me? At the Witchlight Carnival, what item of apparel are all workers and ticket-carrying visitors expected to keep on themselves at all time? Luke said a hat.
A scarf.
Wait, what? A lanyard?
Is it a
What are we-
badge?
It's
Is
just
it
not a
also
badge. No, it's not a
belt.
badge.
Can you ask
No.
the question again? I wasn't
At the Witchlight Carnival, what apparel
Oh.
are workers and ticket-carrying visitors expected to keep on themselves at
a
all time?
vest.
A mask.
bow
not a vest.
tie.
A black cat.
A tie.
It's kind of like a bow tie.
A
It's a bow tie for
bow
your back.
A cravat.
A bow
back.
tie for your,
Skater's.
a cummerbund.
Oh.
What? Bow tie
A
for
bow
your
tie for your
back.
back, and it's not a
Bow
cape.
tie for your
If you
back.
take a bow tie
A sash.
and enlarge it and then sit it on your back.
Wings.
Yeah, butterfly wings.
Oh.
Yeah.
Excellent. Almost read out the answer. I know this one because I know Dragonlance.
'Cause you read the-
In Dragonlance, if a Kender volunteers to join your party as a handler, what character class role will they be fulfilling?
Thief?
A handler. Yes.
Thief?
Exactly. And I'm going to give you the answer to this one, as Luke once did. And you have to guess the question. The answer is fiends, including demons, devils, and other fiendish type creatures.
What was introduced in Eberron?
Nope.
What is the natural enemy of Celestials?
Nope.
Devils, demons, and Yugoloths are all examples of.
Nope.
If you're a bad person, you go here and you see these guys.
What type of creatures does detects?
No. I like what you're vaguely
down.
where you're going, but no.
What creatures would fuck the best?
Well, and what's the answer to that?
Ooze.
Cloisters. Cloisters, yeah. Cloister of Flumps.
Pleasure party. What traditionally, what humanoid race do we all want to fuck?
Oh, tiefling.
Uh-huh. And,
Elves.
well, how would you tie that into the answer? Fiends, including demons, devils, and other fiendish creatures.
Offspring.
No, tieflings are plain touched by creatures of
Perfect
this.
wording. Plain touched.
Plain
Yes.
touched.
Derive their heritage from what type of creatures?
So let's just say I was right. What creatures do you want? Who's the best fuck?
No, who's the best fuck? But which creature would you want to fuck?
I mean, changelings.
Send it into our.
Changelings.
That's been our episode of Trivia Treats.
Do whatever you
Well,
want.
it was apparently so tasty.
was pretty good.
Send in.
Pretty tasty.
Send it. Would you say it's better or worse than
Eat it like an
Caleb,
Oreo.
stick figure Caleb?
There was clean hands that made it
No
instead
comment.
of dirty hands that made it. Wash your hands, Caleb.
Wash your hands, Caleb. Don't wash your hands of this podcast, though. We're going to play an improv game. This is a very simple improv game. This is called The Great Debate. Again, this comes from the Piss Pigs, them Freedom Boys. what's going to happen is that there's going to be a moderator and there's going to be 2 debaters.
I think you need to start prefacing what you want to happen versus what's going to happen is very different things.
Very good point. What you should be doing,
And we will
if you do
always
it
do
right,
the opposite.
and yes, you can do improv right. You really can't. Here's what's going to happen. The moderator is going to write down a word or confirm a word. The other 2 people are going to have words themselves. They are going to reveal their words. The moderator then reveals theirs, and each debater has to give examples of why their word is closer to the moderator's. For instance, if my word is cloister and you secretly decide on pig and you decide on hat, I ask you, cool, you have a minute to explain why pig is closer to cloister than Luke's. Or
Her
why
one's
yours
easier.
is.
Can I use her one?
And then once you've done that, you get a 20-second rebuttal for each other's arguments.
Do we know what the?
You don't know what my word is until after you've picked your
okay.
word. Yeah, excellent. And I think I'm gonna moderate this. I'm gonna moderate, and we're gonna go 2 sides here.
Okay.
Excellent. And for Caleb's editing, I'm just gonna go you 2 and you 2. Actually, no, we've done that before. We're gonna go you 2 and you 2.
Great.
Beautiful. So I have a word that I'm writing down here. Herc and Danielle, I need you all to come up with a word. You will then have 1 minute to
Nice one.
plead your case as to why your word is closer to my word than Herc's. You will then have 20 seconds afterwards to rebut each other at the very end. And then I'll make a
Are we
decision.
like showing our words? Or
No, you just need to shout it out. Here we go. Nice and easy. What word have you got, Herc?
Soup.
Soup. Excellent. And what is your word, Danielle?
Orange.
Orange. Okay. My word I have written down here is school. So, if you would like to go first, Danielle, you have 1 minute to explain why school is close to orange.
Well, obviously the orange is, the kindred fruit to the apple, and everybody knows that you give an apple to a teacher at a school. Plus, children should always be eating fresh fruit, and classic mid-game, little league sports team treat is what? It's a slice of orange. So I think an orange is aptly fitting in the school environment. It's something that we would very associate with the alphabet. Even O is for orange. Oranges, it's a color, part of the color sequence. You're teaching children about colors. I think oranges just match with, and the school has 2 O's in it, right? And an O, looks like an orange. Or if you were like drawing pictures out of the word school, you would put oranges where the O's are.
You've got 10 seconds.
And I think that's really all I need to say, because I don't think there's even really an argument here as to whether soup could be closer to school than orange. I think clear winner. No debate needed.
Pretty good.
Okay.
Pretty good. Lots
Very
of points.
good.
Lots of points she brought up.
Debating etiquette, lack of debating etiquette notwithstanding. Hercules Maze, 1 minute. Soup.
Is knowledge not but a soup of things that we have yet to understand? And school is the vessel of which we hold that soup.
School is the bowl. I'm
Yes.
sorry.
And the moderator has been
Penalty,
sucked in.
penalty.
And also, even to use my opponent's points here with the classic school lunches is not.
Well, you will have time for a rebuttal.
Oh, okay, and then I will save that for later.
Stick to your argument. Yeah.
Yes.
You've got 20 seconds.
Yes. School, much like soup, is when a lot of different things come together to create something one even greater than all its individual parts. Everything that could be a little bit different, something that might be unique to one or others. And much like the many varieties of soups, there are many varieties of schools, with more robust ones like colleges and universities or primary
And that's your time.
schools.
Okay. Danielle,
Can you call in experts?
you have no, you can't. You have 20 seconds to rebut Hercules, and Hercules will have 20 seconds to rebut you. Your time starts now.
Excellent. Well, I would firstly just address the concept of soup as being a metaphor for the collection of knowledge. If we look at the classic tale about the source of knowledge, we can't go any further than the fruit in the Garden of Eden. Again, we're dealing with an apple or an orange, really just said a forbidden fruit, and that
And that's
forbidden
your
fruit could be an
rebuttal.
orange.
Thank you very much. Don't know how I feel about religion being brought in, but that's okay.
Yes.
Hercules?
The firm root was actually most likely a pomegranate, but that's besides the point. The classic school lunch is not like a little Campbell's chicken noodle soup, a quintessential little school lunch that they would be handed out to the types of schools that at least do the lunch programs. Also, it's a fruit. I feel like you were starting to stretch there a little bit near the end.
Oh, goodness me. Okay.
How
I'm not going to lie. From the beginning, I already thought orange is school. It made sense to me. All your points were quite accurate. Your debate etiquette, however, left a lot to be desired.
Hey, you didn't say
Hercules,
it was a polite
I will
debate.
come back to you in a moment. You'll have 20 seconds to rebut me. You can rebut the moderator. Hercules, you came out strong with knowledge and soup, and then you giggled for about 20 or 30 seconds.
I had my one point, and then I went, oh, fuck. Where am I going to go from
I
there?
am going to say, in this case, purely for sucking me into responding, I'm going to give this one to Herc.
That's fair. There was a very obvious point of an orange man dismantling the education system that was missed.
Well, I did not want to go there. I just decided to leave politics out of this.
Okay, let's jump into round 2 with you guys, and then maybe next session we'll cross the streams. Okay, I'm going to come up with a word. Here we go. Nice simple word. No.
I had my solid college thesis and then nothing but filler words to fill the rest of the word count.
So how did nothing?
I got him so...
Yeah, you hooked him in.
It's like a good YouTube thumbnail.
Yeah.
It's like, it doesn't matter what the actual video is. I got the click.
You got the click, but the...
Knowledge is like
Okay,
soup.
got it. Okay, here we go. We're back. Cut back to this, Caleb. Michael, what's your word?
Cartoon.
Cartoon. Ooh, okay. Luke?
I was debating between two, but I'm going to go zombie.
Zombie. Ooh, these are really good because my word is trepanation,
What?
which is
I got a
the
definition.
drilling of holes in the
Okay.
Drilling of holes in the what?
Okay.
in the head, the skull, or the skull particularly too.
I was literally thinking of surgery as my
My other word was maple, so I went a good route.
I mean, to get maple, you must do trepanation into the tree. Anyway,
drilling a hole into a skull.
trepanation.
Trepanation.
It was used for many different reasons, but if you don't know, then that's up to you to figure it out as we go. Michael, you spoke first. 1 minute. Cartoon, trepanation.
All right, guys. So I'm here to debate the relation between cartoon and trepidation. Trepidation? Say the word again.
You've already wasted 10 seconds.
Growing up as a kid, I grew up on Sunday mornings watching cartoons. You know, having breakfast, watching TV, slow mornings.
Slower than this speech.
But being a kid is tough. You know what else is tough? Getting holes drilled in your head. You know? And that happens more often than you think. Because when you watch TV as a child, you're watching a lot of cartoons, a lot of bad things, a lot of brain rot. And that has adverse effects on you as an adult. When you grow up to be a big, strong adult, you're going to have a lot of internal brain issues, you see? And what solves that? Well, brain surgery through drilling through the skull, the trepidation.
And that's your time. I do appreciate that you brought up internal brain issues as opposed to external brain issues. Very salient point.
Yeah. External brain issues are... You know.
We'll save something for the crosstalk. Luke, here we go.
How do you pull it?
How would you make a zombie? If you, as a person, were to make
This
a
works.
zombie,
This works.
what would be your first step? Probably drilling into a brain. Because as we all know, there are real life zombies at the moment in ants. Ants are one type of creature that a fungus gets into its brain. Has a small brain, you know. So, some might say a simple nervous system, but it gets in and takes control so that the fungus can get eaten and then spread around. Now, if I was going to make a zombie as a human, I'd drill in because the fungus can't get through our thick skulls. I'd have to drill in through the skull and then implant that cordyceps, A cordyceps means mushroom, in case you didn't know that. Watch The Last
I
of
watch
Us.
pop culture.
Oh, okay. Did that make you a zombie? No,
I
you
watch
are-
pop culture. Sorry, you still got 10 seconds.
No,
And that
no,
is
get back
honestly
to me.
my one and only step to making a zombie is drill into the brain with trepanation and add in your own cordyceps.
Well, that's
see the last one time.
that's your time. You even got the name of the damn thing right. Excellent. Michael, 20 seconds. Rebut that.
Well, you see, cordyceps are a fungal disease that can only latch on to living things. If you drill a hole in someone's head to make a zombie, you're probably killing them. You're not keeping them alive, correct? So it would be a corpse that this fungus would try to cling to and cannot breed its growth through whatever brain matter it needs to
that's your
survive.
time. Thank you very much. Luke, 20 seconds.
I would recommend you read up on your history of medicine. Trepanation was a very used thing back in the day across all ages, from the Egyptians to the natives to Middle English, England, whatever it was called, medieval England. It was used all around the world.
I thought you read books.
And people survived that we know of, that they say they survived.
Okay, it wasn't really a rebuttal of his argument, but I'll take it. Excellent. So,
was a
some very
rebuttal
good
of my
points.
rebuttal.
I was expecting cartoon violence, trepanation violence. Instead, you went the route of brain rot, which
I
is
was impressed.
which is which was
I was impressed too.
Yeah.
I made the connection. I was like,
yeah. It felt like
I got
you were
something here.
stumbling in the
You
dark
pulled it
until
back.
you
It was
happened
proud.
upon something. However, it was an instant light bulb moment of yes, of course, trepanation, brains, zombies. Your rebuttal was fantastic. I don't know the ins and outs of cordyceps. However, zombies are dead people, so they would have to be dead in order to be zombies, in my opinion. And then your rebuttal of his rebuttal was interesting. I would have loved to have heard your argument against the brain rot of television. But I'm going to have to hand it to Luke.
well, I think this competition is based off of who can make a point connect better than an obvious. Anyways, I'm
Have
debating.
you? Yeah. Yeah, but it just made the point connect way
it
better.
worked too well.
Oh, you want to talk about metaphorical?
You,
I
you
had a
stumbled,
lot-
you stumbled for 30 seconds
Which
and then
is-
found something.
Yeah, which is amazing.
Well,
Okay.
it's like accidentally plugging something in as opposed to like hardwiring it in and making sure it's solid and connected. I'd say you stumbled and plugged in.
Sure. Debate for another time then.
You can still get pregnant if you stumble and fall in.
That's true. That's very true. You can get pregnant if you pass it along a bit of wire through a prison grate and then use a turkey baster to. That's what some couple did in prison. Anyway.
What are you watching?
I gotta say, I feel like, given the comments on debate etiquette, y'all have watched like really polite debates.
I have never watched a debate in my life.
I have
Typically,
seen
like,
some debates,
tearing
but
into
yeah.
each other.
I was like, I did a lot of debating in high school.
Yeah.
All right. You know where that joke's going. Fill in the rest. Come on. I was a masturbator. And now I'm a cunning linguist. We're going to go ahead and play.
Leader of the mind flip.
In our last session, Caleb, feel free to pause me in this moment and talk over the top of me. But if not, this was what happened last session. You guys cleared the chasm in which the aboleth was trying to get you to come and join it. Water started to gush down into the endless chasm. The ocean is draining, and as you made it back onto the rails there, or back onto land there, you ended up coming to a screeching halt in front of a carriage. A cart full of elven individuals that were almost instantly frothing for a newly charismatic Aegis after Aegis got a whole bunch of
about that.
exhaustion. After a little bit of back and forth, you warned them of the dangers of the tunnel and the fact they can't get through to heal in Fiona any longer, and they took you out and away. And after kind of helping them a little bit, they led you to the teleportation, the lifting kind of circle sigil that was to bring you to the cliffs down south of Neodracht, and that is where we left off with this room-like sized puck of stone lifting out to the sky. And as it lifts out to the sky there, you are met with cold sea air quite quickly, the rushing of waves against rocks, and you find yourselves in between two enormous cliffs on a plateau, hidden between a crevice. You see the flat kind of basalt cliffs above you, and as you look back along one crevice, you can see the ocean, and to the right of you, you can see the beautiful nation of Neodracht. It is a little obscured because you are between these two crevices, and at this point, you are hidden from anyone that might be looking upon these cliffs. You can hear the rush of water. You can hear the ringing of bells of ships in the distance. That warning bell there, shouts in the distance. You can hear the soft kind of sounds of cannons firing. You can hear spells being cast in the distance. You can hear a crackling fire in the distance. And you are in war-torn Neodracht. As you arrive, who have we got here? Aerith kind of looks at you there, Aegis, and says, well, we've made it. I'll be sure to get this stipend back to Maurice Patrice's family, and I will sing your praises.
I'll bow and be like,
No.
I bid you adieu, my new friend.
Hopefully,
Stay safe
I will.
and stay true to your morals.
I will try. The elves kind of lift the injured individual, and you watch as they cast some sort of like levitation, and they go up to the top of the cliffs, and they kind of start to kind of move away from this area. Does not sound like the sound of fighting is nearby, but you get this unmistakable sense of just danger in these lands here. You would know basic directions where your north, your south, your east, and west is, indeed the ocean to the south of you. And you are not too far from the border of Severe and Neodracht, definitely in Neodracht. As you look out through the crevice back towards the ocean, give me perception checks real quick.
Sick, 16.
The fuck was that number?
14.
14.
Perception. Ooh, that's 28.
Ooh.
All right. Bird's eye
I
view.
got 8.
8. Okay. What'd you get?
16.
Yeah.
16.
28.
You know, I think you can see up his skirt as he goes up there.
The classic elven kilt there. As you guys are about 30 or 40 feet from the top of these two basalt cliffs that are rather close together, and you're able to look through the 20 or so foot crevice here. You look out to the south, Agenar. You see a beautiful ocean, and as you look, you swear way out in the distance, you see two dwarven vessels struggling against an enormous whirlpool of water that is draining. You hear the ringing of their bells. Yeah.
Agenar decides not to say anything to any of the others.
It's kind of hard to see where to... I know, Neodracht's that way and Severe is supposedly that way, but it's hard to know exactly where we are. We should probably get higher up.
Right.
It's quite an excellent suggestion.
Do you want to do
I'm sure the Scottish will be happy to know that when charisma's high, they turn British.
I haven't done this voice in a long time. Book it. That's quite an excellent.
Can we get a compilation of every time he's had to say book it to get into character?
That's quite an excellent suggestion.
should I fly up then?
Yes, I can't...
Take
That's also a great suggestion. Let's go for it. Go see what you can see.
right.
I'm happy to wait down here
Right.
and let the experts do what they do.
Well, I'm
I'll
leave it to Agenar for this one.
right.
The wings and all.
Go take a look. Oh yeah, that's fine.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Does
Gonna
Does
fly
this area
on-
look similar to when we were on the ship and transported to what seemed like the border, like down the slide, the mountain slide?
No. As Agenar will notice as she takes off into the air, she gets a good look at the space here. If you've got your map in front of you, although you may not, you gather as you pop up and take a look around, Agenar, that where you showed up in the vessel riding rapids down would be indeed near the top of Neodracht, where there's 2 icy peaks, the river known as the Aurora Rapids, that then splits into Sunfire Cascade and Wyvern's Vein. Wyvern's Vein comes across the border into Safirith and out into the water there. As you take off into the sky, Agenar, you do a quick 360. You notice as you take off, the dwarven vessels are racing against the current of a whirlpool that is gradually building. You see there are a number of other dwarven vessels that are getting closer to it. Elven vessels further off to the east, like they're maybe going to capitalize on this opportunity. As you look around, you see Drochtolov, the Shadowlands. You see the huge kind of walls of Tortui shrouded in mist off to the distance. As you look around to the west, you see the barren kind of lands of Safirith. You see a number of kind of small towns not too far away, a river that courses through the center, and then over the river further in to the west there would be Oyer, you gather, and 12 Point. As you glance around, the coast is clear on these basalt cliffs. They seem to drop hundreds of feet into the ocean, and indeed hundreds of feet down into the basin of this area here. And you can see, as you look over Neodracht, 2 kind of rivers that course through the land. Beautiful, beautiful greenery, but it is marred by burning, by flashes of arcana, the odd explosion. And northeast of you, you see this odd, enormous patch of like wildfire, like the size of a city, but it seems to be a very cold blue color. Well, we know hot, super hot, but a cool blue color. And the fire itself, the size of a city, seems to have almost a sentient or humanoid quality to it. Again, days and days away, not your problem. Neodracht's problem, but you're not sure what this could be. This land, Neodracht, seems to be pockmarked with combat, with fighting, and with spells and explosion. There is not a piece of it you can see that doesn't look marred by however long this war's been, this war. There's got to be settlements. There's got to be things there. And you watch as your elven compatriots across the other cliff kind of give you a brief nod in the air. Aerith kind of calls back and says, I really wouldn't stay airborne if I were you. Not for too long. Our people won't fire at you if you're not dwarven, but can't say the same about those dwarves. And they kind of
Thank you.
jump down the other side and begin to make their way down a switchback path. You can see that directly underneath these cliffs is like a basin, like a forest basin that you might be able to climb down into and go inside Safirith, or you could go across the cliff tops here, the flattened cliff tops, jumping crevasses to get into where it slopes down into Neodracht, the corner of Neodracht and Drochtolov.
Thank you.
The map.
I was like, I need a...
The map.
Gotcha.
The map and the lore that you're all so
Yeah,
steeped in. Yeah.
How far...
And there's a sentient weapon on the ground. So
How far away is the whirlpool?
the whirlpool.
Is anyone going to pick it up?
No, I bet it. Not another one.
Toss it off the cliff. Or no?
Towards the whirlpool.
The whirlpool looks to be like 2 days sail away.
In like feet.
In feet?
Ish.
Miles.
Miles.
Miles. Like
100 miles. 1,000 miles.
I don't know.
500
How far do you
miles?
travel?
You probably wouldn't see it.
25, so probably, 50 to 100 miles or something. I don't know.
Cool.
Yeah. You only see it because you've got extraordinary...
Yeah.
Because you squint and...
Eagle eye.
And you get your zoom.
Yeah, squint and zoom. Those of you just joining us very early in the campaign, we discovered that if you squint, the liquid in your eyes forms a little bit of a lens and you can zoom in.
Zoom and enhance.
Enhance.
You see anything?
What? She just sat there too long. She come back down, Agenar.
Anything happening?
Yes and no. Right, I'll come back down.
That helps.
It's kind of an oxymoron.
That's sort of a nothing answer.
Very Buddhist answer, yeah.
Did you just discover a new religion up there?
Agenar will float back down, flat back down to everyone.
You look very graceful doing that.
Oh, thank you.
Your flying has come a long way, Agenar.
It has.
So
Yes.
it almost always happens, right?
Right. Yes, no, I mean, I was a little bit nervous about it before, but, practice. No, I mean, well, yes, right. So in some areas, lots of things happening. Obviously, there's a big war going on, so there's that. But I think we have a few options for how we could get to Severe. We could go down, there's a basin, we could kind of go through there. It seems fairly quiet, not much going on. Or we could travel along the cliff tops and sort of go around.
One seem quicker than the other, or
Through the basin, that seems.
Cliff tops have no difficult terrain. You'd just be jumping over crevices. Cliff tops would be the quickest way, but you'd be out in the open.
Yeah.
The basin, you'd be able to hide in the forest, but not sure what would be in that forest basin. There might be difficult terrain.
Mm. Well, I mean, quicker. It's hard to say. I mean, we don't know what's in the basin. It might be
There might be
difficult.
snakes.
True. I mean, there might be snakes on the cliff tops, but
Yeah, Neodractian force and cliff snakes both very common in this area.
right.
I'm not being facetious.
Right. So
well, you
we're less likely to be hit by Neodractian forces than snakes in the forest.
Right.
In,
But
in
we
the-
can talk to Neodractian forces, whereas you can't talk to snakes. Can you?
I mean,
Can you?
it would take me a sec, but I can.
You can tongue thing at them?
Yeah, it's see, he sort of pulls out one of his patch. He has a
Are
series.
you a cunning linguist by any chance?
I'm more of a simple man. And that you see he has several books that are just common to various random languages, then to various animal things. Is I mean, it takes me a sec to do it, but I can sort of figure it out.
you know how to say hello in snake and bathroom in snake.
Yeah, but I mean, if I would have
Sorry.
a proper conversation, it's sort of
Yeah, sorry.
okay, I have to look in one, then I'm looking at another, then another.
and Gavron.
Well, you spent some time along the border, no?
Yeah.
So Zeke speaks Spanish? Is that our lore?
Syllabant
Cerveza.
Señorita lo siento.
Dos cerveza.
Sé lo que me pasó. Okay, that's not lore accurate.
It is.
I don't know enough. I don't know
Okay,
enough.
we are going to find a snake. That's pretty impressive. So I eat my own words. We can go either way because we can talk to whoever tries to attack us.
Right. Well, I mean, I think
What way do you
given
want to
that we
go?
want to sort of sneak in, right? We don't want to be.
Like a sneaky snake. Sorry, I was right there. I had to do it.
Serious campaign. We're about to army.
No.
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 Okay. Well, we'd be caught and seen and tracked very easily on the cliff tops, I think. So, if
What?
we want the element of surprise,
Cool. So, let's follow the leader.
To the basin, then?
right?
So we are going to take the cliff tops.
Cliff tops. How are you getting down the sheer cliff face into the basin?
How far is it?
Well, I could go check.
Yeah,
Fly down.
absolutely. Make a survival check for me
Whee!
as you swoop down.
nat 20 for a
Nat
total
20.
of a survival check of 24.
You would know that these cliffs are around the size of the Eiffel Tower, about
Around
1,000
the size
feet.
of the Eiffel Tower, so about
1,000 feet.
1,000 feet.
Best way to picture it: Eiffel Tower's
Paris,
1,000 feet.
beautiful this
Statue
time
of
of
Liberty
year.
is 300 feet. I learned that recently.
I could survive
Ah.
this.
Yeah.
Paris is beautiful this time of year.
Very tempted to just step off.
1,000 feet?
Yeah. 20d6. It's maximum.
No, I go. We talked about this. I go above maximum.
So that's dumb.
Wait, how many d6 is 1,000 feet?
Well,
10
for
feet
every
is a
10
D6.
feet, so it'd be 100 d6. Yeah.
Oh, please
Stand
don't.
by.
So I can't survive this. Maybe you could survive this.
There's
What would that look like?
very real chance I could survive
Yeah.
that.
How many?
You
What?
have to roll average to not even kill you.
D6.
No, because it's 600, not 300.
Oh, this is gonna crash. This is gonna
Yeah, I
crash.
can do it for you, Jacob.
I know, I'm at 90, 90, 98, 99, 100. Oh god, it's going over. 110. No, minus 10. Here we go. 100 d6. Here we go. I'm just gonna roll it to everyone. This is how much damage you would take if you decided
Oh
to
my
drop
God.
down there.
That's how my bones sound like when I wake up in the morning.
That's a lot of 5s and 6s.
It's still going. Oh my god.
367.
Whoa!
That'd kill a Tarask.
Oof.
Well, now we know how to do it.
We'll make a strength saving throw and you'd halve that.
Push it off a cliff.
Oh, if I'm in my shell, I get advantage.
It would put me down, but I would not be completely dead. I would just. I would be
Holy
on.
what if-
crap.
Oh,
If
no,
you
you don't have
made,
your
if you made a
raging.
strength saving throw.
You're not raging.
What's
You
massive
don't have-
damage
Are you
rolls?
barbarian? So if you're
If we take
raging
all
with
your
that,
damage
Yeah,
in
it would
one.
deal that
Oh,
much
yeah,
damage.
if you halved it and halved that,
Yes, if I
If you take your whole damage in one go.
if I just raged, I would take 184 damage.
Which would put you down but not... Yeah.
Not dead.
Yeah,
I'd be
interesting.
unconscious at the bottom, but I wouldn't be dead.
So you want to jump down?
No.
Okay.
I have a climb speed.
Oh, okay, never mind that. Climb speed, fly speed. What are y'all doing?
If you fly, I can get on your back. You were a majestic eagle once.
yeah, but
And we saw something pretty fucking sick last time.
yeah, but we have to go. We could do that. Fly down and pretty. I think I'll be noticed though. Be pretty loud, or not loud, but a big eagle flying down.
We just go straight down and then go.
I want to check if there's a ledge.
So
Like,
you guys...
is it a sheer cliff face or are there some ledges
Yeah,
and stuff?
so you guys are on the inside of this crevice where the platform is hidden that goes down to the tunnel. On the outside are these huge cliffs. The ocean is me. I am the ocean. They swoop down, very steep kind of swoop that come to this basin down the bottom there. So you'd be kind of climbing out and then going down,
and then
or
down.
down the inside of the crack and going,
Finding a tunnel.
yeah, away from the wet spot. You heard me.
I could turn us both into small birds.
That works.
Any preference?
That's a great option. No, well, you want?
You just force reset something in my brain.
All right, then we can all get down.
Sorry, what?
I think we can all.
It's rare.
we
It's
can all
rare.
get
It's
down.
rare that it's you two and not those two.
We're trying to play a serious game right now.
Like 12-year-olds over here.
I'm not trying to impress Caleb right now, so we're fine.
We can all get down. I know how
Right.
to. I can.
Him and his beautiful magics can do it.
Right.
Yes,
Dude, when you
my
got a
beautiful
sick
magic.
pump like we did, it changes your life.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's what I want you to do. Are you guys trying to swoop down stealthily so that no one observes you swooping into this basin?
Nah, fuck, I'm having a great time as a bird. What bird did you turn me into?
An owl. 2 owls.
In the middle of the fucking day? It's a choice.
In which you still have minus 20 to your speed.
Yeah.
So you're just like,
Oh, I just got your 367 pop up.
no, really?
Yeah.
Took that long. Excellent. 2 owls. Gavron climbing down is going to take a little bit
Maybe
longer.
an eagle, just because. Well, it doesn't matter. An owl. Yeah, they both have very low hit points. Just 1 versus 3.
Great.
Yeah. An owl.
Excellent. And you're flying down as well.
Yep.
Beautiful. Those of you that are trying to stay stealthy, you can give me stealth checks.
I'm doing like Disney bird flips in the air and like,
Yeah.
wings in.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Stealth is
This is your bird stealth.
plus 2.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
14.
Nice.
10.
Nice. You swoop down. As you all swoop out through the crack, you swoop down. There we go. As you swoop out and down out through the crack and down the taint of this cliff, you notice a couple things. You see the beautiful. You all see the beautiful landscape of Neodracht in front of you. At this height, you see the stark contrast between the beautiful, multicolored kind of forests of Neodracht, the rolling hills that lead to the beautiful, beautiful mountains, the stark contrast to the dry, dead lands to the left of you of Safirith, and a very definite kind of marker between the two.
Are there any like towers or walls or anything stopping, like protecting that border?
There does not seem to be any protection between borders that you can see at this distance. You're still a little ways away. There don't seem to be any towers or any like arcane gates or anything like that. You gather there probably are forces there that are in charge of that sort of thing.
Harsh line, or is it like
it seems to be like a harsh, slightly jagged line, but a definite, like, this is where our continent stops. You look out, you see the blue fire, you see the icy mountains. And as you swoop down, you glance across and you see a volley of hundreds of arrows just fly out from the other crevices in the mountains into the forest far to the east of you. As the elves fire off a volley of arrows to aid the people that you met in getting their way down the mountains. As this volley of arrows flies into the forest, you would swoop down, and as you swoop down, you'd land at this forest basin, and you would see that the trees here are littered with dozens and dozens of arrows. Like, that's not the first time that something like this has happened. As you land in the forest here, you guys flying down.
Now, if video games taught me anything, when there's an ammo cache, there's a boss about to come up.
Need arrows?
Who?
Having this is all.
Yeah, what's the owl's intelligence?
Probably like a 1 or 2.
2. -4.
Great. So you guys are that smart.
Trying to pull arrows out with my talons.
Gavron, after about 10 minutes, you make it down. And I hand it over to you guys here. The swoop of the mountain is very visible. It is reminiscent of when you were in the edge of the Shadowlands of Droktoliv and Tortui, except this forest is not marred with shadows and darkness and decay. It is marred with arrows, and as you look in, you see it is kind of beautiful, not quite the same as Fiona, but beautiful elven blue bark kind of forest in there. A little bit of a planet Namek vibe. The final thing that you would notice with your keen perception is that the elven arrows are strewn about the first 20 or so feet, and then further into the forest, you can see that it is kind of untouched, and it is quite wild, quite virgin land as far as you can tell. Yeah, that's all I'll say. And the mountains swoop around to the west towards the border between the two nations.
I'm just gonna hop on Gavron's shoulder and just remain a bird for now.
Good idea. I'm gonna do the same thing.
Agenar, I made friends.
He's the Disney princess.
Yeah, he's the tree man.
Start singing.
I have 3 bird friends.
You do.
Are you Birdman?
Agnar's just gonna like look up at these
3 birds.
My owl
like
head turns
with
around.
them in like bird form. Huh.
The head does like a 180.
It's really cute. They're still owls, but they still sort of have their color schemes. It's really cute.
I wonder what would happen if the came out. Like looking at Aegis, like
If he popped out a polymorph?
no, it's like the old one form.
Oh.
Came out of the owl. Agnar's just sort of Right.
Who?
What?
Sorry.
All of us are just staring at you.
Do you understand words?
Yeah, I understand.
No, I'm talking
Sorry,
to
you were looking directly at
No,
me.
I know.
It's those prey eyes. They don't quite look at you.
Just turn the head sideways.
Sorry, I got predator eyes.
I believe you speak birdfolk, and I believe that is understood by.
Excellent.
There's a language called birdfolk?
Yeah.
When did that happen?
That is from Humblewood, I believe, which is a 5e supplement, third party, but very cute, very fun.
Dungeon Dudes?
No, Hit Point Press.
Hip Hop Press. Dungeon Dudes did Drakenheim.
Drakenheim, yeah.
Gotcha.
You understand me? Yes, you too?
We can understand you, please.
Very stereotypical. I know a lot of Southern.
I was trying to find an accent, hopefully.
Just do your own. It sounds
Very
dumb enough
She's
as it
like,
is. I want to share something that I just shared with Danielle before. I pick on Michael a lot in this, and we met up the other day to kind of hang out and have a chat about stuff. And we were talking about the personas that we adopt, like on here, like. Each of us, we are very kind of different to what we are in real life. And Michael said, "Yeah, I think if you were like that in real life, I wouldn't be friends with you." I was like, "Yeah, that's fair. That's fair." He's like, "I don't think I could handle that much." Like,
That's fair.
Everyone has their limit.
Yeah, pretty fucking close.
Ooh, his talons are really digging.
Yes, I hand it over to you guys to see how
Nod.
hot you
A
would
nod
like
is a bird.
oh, okay.
I can hear you.
Oh, good.
I don't know why you nod. You can talk.
Right. Right.
Just haven't
Okay.
found my accent yet.
All right. They
You're
know
gonna put
what's
on a new
going on.
accent as a
I'll
bird?
translate.
Well, a stupid bird, yeah.
Well, just
Who are you going to be?
I don't know.
Oh,
Since I'm
no.
just exploring.
Nice. Explore the space. Go on. Go.
See, I'm very rigorously flipping through books.
it's nothing. It's not important, Chatter.
Have you seen how weird owl legs are? And I'll like lift up my feathers. These long legs.
His britches.
Sit back down. Fucking weird, right?
Whoa, that was weird.
Oh,
Why was
it's-
I
Wait, they were weird lanky legs? Yank it was close.
Weird Al Lankaleg?
Lanka leg.
Ankle leg.
Sorry. You're subtle like, I'm going to get some behind the scenes footage.
I don't watch, man.
Like a really bad spy. Who's just like,
It's getting the angle. It's changing the angle.
I'm sorry.
The hole in the newspaper. It's like FBI in the newspaper.
All right.
So what we're going to do?
Walk through the forest, I think.
So what are we doing?
Which way? We're going to walk through the forest.
Cool. I've just been enjoying the bird noises for the last few minutes.
Oh,
All you
right.
heard is,
Sorry. Yes. They're just, I mean, they were
Where?
talking
Where?
about
peaceful.
legs and stuff.
Yeah, I
but-
know they're pretty cool.
Yes.
Agenar, how do you have hands? I don't. I just have wings.
I'm
It's
I'm
okay,
not a bird.
just you'll have
I'm-
hands
ow.
one day.
Right. Okay. And I'm just gonna try and just like reorient from being down here.
Yeah. You're able to kind of get your bearings pretty quickly or reorient express.
Chickenings.
We both went for something funny. And I think we liked each other's better than our own. You would know that if you follow the with your back to the cliffs, left will take you to Severe. So if you keep the cliffs to your left,
Right.
you're going to get to Severe.
I'm going to flap over and land on your shoulders and just whisper to you. Be like, a good leader makes decisions and decides to worry about it later.
This owl's got like really chiseled jaw. Got like, instead of like just the wide, it's like a little bit kind of like, hey, there's like eyebrows. They're like
Giga Chad
yeah.
Owl.
Giga Chad Owl, yeah.
Thank you for the advice.
We trust you. Lead on.
Right. Well, let's go. Everyone, we're going this way. and we just keep going this way. As long as
All right.
this is here, as long as this is on your left, we'll be fine. We'll get there.
Azorith, we are.
Beautiful. As you guys march on, how are your aiding travel through the side of the cliff and the? Are you heading into the forest, sticking to the edge, sticking to where the cliff kind of curves in?
Whichever path we go, Azorith's owl form is gonna just watch the rear for any critters or animals or hunting.
Just the head.
Yeah.
Beautiful. You're watching the rear.
I'm gonna talk to you the whole time, giving you bardic inspiration.
Nice.
I'm gonna be just tracking the skies above us as well as just the edges of the forest.
Yeah. You can give me a survival or perception. Azorith, I'll get a perception.
You got your bardic inspo if you want it.
What are you doing, Gabriel?
I am gonna be a good hiker and sort of like move branches out of the way, but not break them.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of if there's any like maybe
Hold them
like
back. Yeah.
hold them back, or if there's like any like little fairy circles or like mushrooms or something, that'd be like, oh, don't step on them.
Okay. Great.
Considerate hiker.
Give me a nature or survival. What'd you get?
21 perception.
Nice.
21 perception.
Oh.
16 survival.
Okay. Excellent. You're able to keep people. Again, the forests are relatively untouched here, but there is an air of them having been like tread over once upon a time. Those of you that listened to those of you patrons that listened to it, the dwarves were essentially pushed from the mountains down to the coast. They were pushed to this area. And now you've seen that the elves have the cliffs here as well. So the dwarves have been driven back in land once more over the course of time. You see traces of this was once a bit of a battlefield, and it's kind of calmed down ever so slightly in the last few decades. Looking behind, you are not being followed. You don't notice anyone in particular following you. What you notice, Agenar, as you move ahead, is the closer you get towards the Severian border, the more kind of slowly the trees get ever so slightly sickened, like they are taking on blight from the neighboring land, like that sickness that you noticed might not be something that is like has a hard line, but it is spreading like a wildfire front into this land. And to anyone looking at it from a satellite image, the border to Neodracht is actually a little bit past where the blight kind of now is.
As in, it's coming from
Severe, and it's gone over the Neodractian border.
Into the Neodractian border.
Yeah.
Can I go and examine some of the trees that seem to be blighted?
Yeah. It takes you a decent handful of hours, like 5 or 6 hours, to move to the point where you notice the bluey kind of grey bark trees start to become blighted.
Back to our normal selves.
After
After a little bit. Just sitting on your shoulder with his legs down.
I'm fine with this if you are.
I mean, honestly, there's not much of a weight difference between the owl and you now.
So
So
I'll just turn around and I'll put my legs on the side. Keep.
You riding Gavron's side saddle.
Then it might slow us down because I can barely move.
Yeah. Aegis comes back and he is incredibly sluggish. It takes a lot longer to get to the blighted section.
No, I'm good. Stop fussing. It's fine. Fine. I'll catch up. You go ahead.
You want to take a rest or a short break?
Oh, that's all good. We can keep going.
Okay.
Okay. Do you move ahead of Aegis or do you
No.
stick with him? Beautiful. You all mosey along at a very, very slow pace. At this point, your multiple-hour journey will take almost the whole day to get to the blighted section. Throughout this day, give me one more stealth check as a group, please, minus Aegis.
I have advantage.
No, I'm telling you, I'm fine. It's all good. Just need something to eat. Maybe a good poop.
We can stop. You can eat something and have a poop.
No, I don't want to hold this up. Keep going.
Oh, that's my stomach. Sorry.
Do you want to go ahead and roll stealth check, please? What'd you get? 10?
10.
10.
That's plus the plus. 13.
Okay. Great. You guys are marching along at an incredibly slow pace. Agenar, off to the right-hand side in this barely tread forest, there's just a little bit of rustling and a little bit of movement in the underbrush.
Stop immediately.
Something? What?
It's gonna like turn turn her head to like look into the
prey.
forest and try and see if I can see anything moving or hear anything moving.
Remember, if you squint, you can zoom in. Sorry, I'm just trying to offer some help.
I'm gonna jump off of Garon's
Okay.
shoulder.
Should I bamf out my shield? I'll bamf out my shield.
What sort of face does it have on it?
A
squinty face.
going like, yeah, one's squinting, one's like,
Excellent. Okay. You freeze and you look through the forest trees. Where the underbrush is, where these enormous kind of shrubs are, these bushes, you just watch as one of the many, many bushes you've gone past already, about 30 or 40 feet in, just kind of moves a little bit.
oh, I've seen that before. Why?
I sort of hold up my axe and I go, do you want me to like...
No, it could be like, do you remember the trees and the plants?
Yeah, but we never got...
You mean the ones I ate?
The ones that tried to eat us?
Oh, yeah.
Do you
I
remember
those.
that? Could be more of those.
Should I ask?
I don't know.
Are you a tree that's going to eat
Oh
us?
my god.
Do me a favor. Roll a persuasion check for me.
Oh, no.
Hell yeah. Wait, wasn't that good?
Now,
if I did have a minus 8,
Oh,
yeah.
here's the issue we've run into is that the mechanic that we had for this was with the old exhaustion rules. So you get the buff of rolling, but the debuff is disadvantage and this and that.
Yeah.
Because we're in new rules, it's basically like, yeah, you get +8, but you also get -10. So it cancels out. So I'm going to make an executive ruling here that for the rest of this campaign, we use the old exhaustion rules because it works with our exhaustion mechanic we've been playing with.
Yes, sir.
So you still will have, you've got how many points of exhaustion? So your speed is halved, you have disadvantage on all rolls, and your hit point max is halved. But you don't have -10 to every roll.
All of that is great,
Yeah, except,
other than the speed reduced to 0 when I go to exhaustion 5.
yes.
That's going to be the bitch.
Yeah, very true.
Okay.
Yes.
What's your current exhaustion?
4.
So what modifier do you, what do you add to this?
I have a +12 to my persuasion.
Oh my god.
At disadvantage.
At disadvantage, all right. That's a 7 on the first one. That's a 12 on the second. So 7 plus 12, 19.
19. You just hear from in the forest. No. Shut the fuck up.
Well, that's good to know. Are you a non-tree that's going to try and eat us?
No. Shut the fuck up.
All right, come out. Show yourselves.
That'd be nice.
As Azorith pulls out a wand.
No. Shut the fuck up. Sorry.
Come on.
Are you
We know
dwarves?
you're there now.
Yes. Shut the fuck up. Sorry.
We met some dwarves in the Underdark. What are their names?
Are you elves?
No.
I sort of stand in front of Azorith.
Kind of.
If you're elves, we're supposed to kill you.
What about half-elves?
I guess half kill you.
That'll do. Come on out.
We're not with the armies of any armies.
Group persuasion check, please.
I'm an orc.
Plus
Oh, no. That's a 15 with my 3 on the die.
persuasion. 23.
Excellent.
16.
Okay.
21.
Okay. What'd you get? One more persuasion.
15.
Sorry. Well, give them to me again.
Oh, I rolled the disadvantage.
Yes. Give them to me again.
16.
16.
23.
16. Oh shit. 16 plus 23 plus
21.
21 plus
15.
15.
Yeah.
Even with disadvantage. Beautiful. Excellent. Beautiful. Mechanically, I just added those together.
Yep.
I'm just rolling a D100 against it because that's a fun way to do it with the group there. You got 75. I got 56. And you watch as two dwarves pop out like they're in ghillie suits. They're essentially the knights who say knee. Just these whole shrubberies pull the face off, and you see a young, very young looking dwarf with like a big handlebar mustache, and the other one has a big chin strap beard. They look like they've been in the ground for like months. They look up at you. You can see they've got like nasty kind of axes strapped under them, but they don't move from where they are. They just pop up, and one of them says, "All right, I'm Philo."
Is it pastry?
What? Do you have pastry?
Do we?
We don't have pastry.
We've not had pastry in a long time. We've been eating hardtack for a few months now.
What are you doing down here?
Waiting to kill elves. You're half elf. Do you mind if we stab
Yes,
you a
I
couple?
mind incredibly.
Okay.
Would you mind if I unleash this on you?
It's what your people do.
It's not what I do. I'm not with them. Look, we've
He's
encountered.
not from...
He's
No.
from behind you, not in front of you.
What? That's confusing. Even I'm confused.
Near the
Yolmad
back.
Shatterfoot. We met Yolmad Shatterfoot.
Oh,
Duragar.
yeah, the Dwegar, they're the scary ones. They do the underground assassinating stuff. We're kind of scouts, kind of killing an elf if we see them, but
Okay, well-
elves travel in big numbers, so I don't think we're gonna be. I'm Philo, and that's Overwatch, and the older looking one is there, and he's like, "You really shouldn't be talking to them. We really should shut up. We really should run away here." Oh, they've been nice. Where are you going? Where are you from?
Our leader here will tell you.
Ooh, you're an Aarakocra,
I am?
not a bird.
Great observation.
No, I'm
Thank you.
not.
I just learned that today.
Aarakocra have hands.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Birds don't have hands.
No, they don't.
Exactly. I
It's
don't
like
know why
dragons and
that's
wyverns.
surprising to some people.
Mm.
Well,
Always wanted to go to Fiona, to be honest.
Beautiful
Really?
place.
I might not get there in my lifetime. Busy keeping the place safe. Unless I sneak over the border to Safirith and find my way out. Now, don't you even think about that. That's desertion. Right, you are, Overwatch. Right, you are.
Well, we're heading that way. If you both want to come.
Could you not? Could you please not?
Sorry.
I mean, we could use a proper accompaniment.
No, he's here with me. He's doing what all young dwarves should do. Defend their country for a handful of years and then head to the forges to make weapons for our forces to defend our country and then go back out and defend our country.
Is there anything else you wanted to do there, Overwatch?
Defend our country.
I mean, in a hypothetical war, you didn't have to do the war.
Oh, if there was no war, I'd settle down, have a family, see the sights. Well, that's what I'm saying we could do. No, we can't do that. We're busy, right? Don't let these strangers fool you. It could be elven
What size?
magic. Huh?
What size did you want to see?
I go see 12 Point, those funny looking towers.
Yeah.
I'd love to go have a
well,
little...
I mean, do you have a specific area that you're supposed to be,
This one,
right?
making sure that, first of all, no elven forces get through here and try to liaise with Safirith as they're wont to
Right.
do, and also stop people from fucking skipping out on their duty. I'm not going to snip out on my duty. I'm just talking to these
Look,
people.
we're also going to 12 Point.
Mum's a bear.
Well, why
You know,
don't
12 Point, Severe. You guys sounds like you guys have a lot of business you want to do over there. Freedoms, personal freedoms for you.
We could go Overwatch. That would be abandoning Queen Dendry Gallo
Well-
and all she stood for.
I mean, you could make sure that we are who we say we are and are going to Severe and are not contacting anyone from...
Escort him to the border. We could escort him to the border. We could make sure they get out of here without liaising with any elves.
Right?
Can we sidebar for a second?
Do you mind if we sidebar for a
Sure,
second
yeah,
as
yeah,
well?
yeah.
Right, yes, of
Okay.
course.
Come back in, what, 5?
Yeah, let's call it
Right.
5.
5 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay,
Sure.
sure.
I don't think we should be.
You
Going.
watch as they 2, 2, 2, and 4. They attempt to make their stealth rolls with advantage, and they literally just kind of like turn on the spot and face each other and like talk to each other face to face.
Step a little bit away so that they can't hear us.
Look, we can clearly talk our way out of trouble with the dwarves, and we can talk our way out of trouble with the elves.
Right.
If we're seen by the elves with other dwarves, then all hell breaks loose. I was just encouraging them to enact on their own freedoms and get out of a war.
All right, yeah, you've convinced me, but we'll wait till I finish talking.
Right, I don't... They weren't going to leave on their own, and, you know, look, if we run into the elves, we just say that we've taken these 2 captive. They don't seem...
Then we're escorting them to their death.
We say that
Maybe they just give us a wide
to
berth,
the
you know?
elves.
Maybe they can just give us a wide berth so that like they follow at a safe distance. But if an elf shows up, we can be the
Right.
first line of defense, and then we can sort of like give them a signal
Look,
if we need them to.
They seem to know the area.
It can't be far to the border, and I don't know.
I mean, look. Those who've been in war a long time may not be able to leave it on their own, but if they're around others who aren't part of their war, maybe they can see that peace could be possible. Even if it's just walking through the forest for a couple of days. If that's all they've ever known, war and war and war, then maybe all they need is an example of something different. And you know, this war isn't going to end with more war. They've been trying that for quite some time and it doesn't seem to be working, so maybe the war ends with just a little bit less war. And just a little bit less war.
The old me would make some sarcastic comment about how we're about to go blow up a whole nation. But the new me thinks that's a fantastic idea. Do you think they like music?
They might.
You've been practicing.
I have.
Great.
And you know what? We're going to stop Queen Banrian, but we don't have to blow her up. Could just change her
Metaphorical.
mind.
I'm out of TNT. I have no more TNT. Metaphorical blow up. Do you guys like music?
Oh, yeah.
Were you trying to harmonize just then?
Yeah.
What kind of music do you like?
Well, I'm a big fan of the pan flute, to be honest. I myself, I'm a little bit partial to what we call popular music right now.
Right. So, I got one flute. I can get this guy to get his own pump on and start like whacking my shell with some sticks, and then maybe we can get some sort of, I don't know, some like chill island beach vibes going.
Agenar just like looks at Aegis.
It's like steel drum.
It's all about the hand movement.
And then maybe we could just have like a fun little time walking to the border. You make sure we're safe. We can go past.
I mean, if you'd be amenable to that, to us escorting you, we'd happily do that.
I'd love to learn a dwarven song.
I'd love to hear you learn a dwarven song.
Right?
Right.
Well, we're going to stick to the forest line.
Right.
And we're going to kind of, if you don't mind, if we move at, say, like 15 feet per round, we're going to shuffle and then put our little disguises up and then down and then up and then down.
I don't think we're moving very
No,
fast
that's
ourselves.
How
fine.
fast
We're
you moving?
traveling slowly, so
You'll be moving faster than us.
We're moving at like maybe 10.
All right. If you don't see us, it's because we're hidden.
right.
Takes a lot of breath to
And
play
if-
these.
If we come upon elves,
Kill
let
them.
us. No,
Oh,
let us
Aye,
try.
aye. We killed them. We killed the
How about
elves.
we?
I've never killed an elf before. It'd be my first.
Maybe we can keep it that way.
Pop in the cherry, as it were.
Just don't act hastily. Take your lead off of us, okay?
Have you killed elves before?
No.
I've very badly injured
Insight check.
I don't think you have.
Nim.
I don't think it
No,
would.
I don't think
Nim.
any of you have.
Is Nim
Nim was an elf. Yeah.
I have killed an elf.
Roll a deception check for me.
Well, can I roll a forgetful check or something?
I've killed too many people, I forget.
No, that's Etterath.
What's Daddy Dilf?
He was human.
26.
26. Oh, fair enough. Have you killed dwarves before?
I've very badly injured one.
Why?
Oh, it was a misunderstanding between us. We got into a bit of a scuffle, but then we.
I was asleep. The one at the cooler comma head was asleep and didn't talk to them. These guys are all like shoot first, ask questions later kind of crew.
Aye.
To be fair, we startled them. They did attack us, but you know what? We talked it out afterwards. We were good.
Well, we'll be keeping an eye on you.
Yeah.
Lead the way. Or we'll lead the way.
You lead the way. I'll bring up with the marching band.
All right. Philo. Aye. You bring up the rear. Keep an eye on him. Aye. And you guys march on with these two shrubs that kind of bookend your group just off to the side.
I'm gonna
there.
try and not let Overwatch leave my. I'm gonna always try and keep an eye actively on him.
Make sure Overwatch is doing nothing.
Well, just knowing where he is at all times. or
Yeah,
try to,
yeah.
At least.
Here's what I'll do.
Keep a.
Only Overwatch is going to try and like make a stealth check to kind of be hidden. If you'd like, oh shit, if you'd like to go ahead and make a just a perception check, just once against his
I did a 12 performance.
Nice. You start to play.
Yep.
Beautiful.
15.
You lose sight of Overwatch.
Damn it! Shit! Fuck.
As you lose sight
passive
of
is 16. Do I lose sight as well?
passive of 16, you lose sight of Overwatch. Yeah. Anyone's passive that is under 21 loses sight of Overwatch. Cool. I'll keep you posted. You start to play. As you start to play, you hear a harmonica coming from behind you. It sounds horrible. As Philo tries to play like the only thing he's got on him right now.
I love it. What do you call that?
That's a harmonica.
Nice.
Yeah. I call her Monica the harmonica.
Nice.
Does she talk to you?
What?
Does she talk to you at all?
That's just a sentient harmonica.
Oh no!
Oh, a bit of a tip. Instead of just blowing out and then
Alright.
breathing it off,
Huh?
blow out and breathe in through it and create different tones.
Huh? The old Chris Isaac. No,
And then if you try and do the hand wave thing, you can like add some vibrato to it.
Ooh. Can't I just add that with my voice?
Try both, see what sounds better. That was your voice, right?
That was me blowing through the harmonica
Okay.
and modulating my voice, like giving it some vibrato from the voice and using the hand.
You did it all.
I did it all.
Oh, sometimes less is more.
Oh, all right. Ooh.
You play Michelle?
If you want me to.
I'll hand you a stick.
Let's just get performance checks all around. There you go, 15. That's better. It's by no means a quiet journey towards the edge, and night begins to fall as you reach the beginning of the blight. As you reach the beginning of the blight, you can go ahead and make a nature check. That check you wanted to make on the. I forgot that this was a sidebar to you wanting to look at the bark.
Yeah. That is a 15.
15. It's like the trees are not getting what they need from the earth, is all you can kind of tell.
Can I be examining for any magical elements as well?
Yeah, what are you doing to observe magical elements? Like a detect magic or anything? Or
no, like I want to... Briganti being... She goddess of harvest and stuff as well, right? Yeah.
In a roundabout way, yeah.
Yeah. Rivers, water, baby animals and babies and
Still haven't heard anything
stuff.
about harvest.
Spring. I don't remember. Anyway,
Spring.
I'm just gonna sort of like...
Hang on, let me grab my Jakael deities. Rivers and livestock.
Rivers and livestock.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, either way, I'm gonna sort of dig her hands into the soil a little bit, and kind of see if there's some sort of, I don't know, enchantment, something missing from the soil or something like...
I'm going to say that's going to be a nature check or a survival check.
Not
if you
an
want to
arcana.
check for Arcana, you're going to need a bit more of a base than that, unfortunately. Yeah. You can't just pick up the soil and be like, magic soil?
Magic soil? Is soil magic?
Yeah. You do have a friend who is an expert in trees, though.
It's Gavron, right? I'm just
my goodness. Just to his face.
What is it?
that was me. That was from Danny.
Agenar, it's Gavron.
Agenar, what?
Everyone, I would have at least expected it from you. As a leader, you meant to know people's names.
Even I knew his name was Gavron. I mean, to be fair, it was at the top of my mind because I just asked him, but come on.
Did I say that out loud?
Everyone okay there? Is Gavron doing all right?
Sorry, Gavron.
It's all good. I'm sorry, I was just looking at this dirt now.
Right, that's
Make an Arcana check for me. No.
okay.
23 nature.
23 nature.
Yeah,
Okay.
do you know what's wrong with these trees? It doesn't look...
This is you looking at the soil.
Soil trees.
Soil trees.
Yeah.
You and Gavron are able to team up and uncover part of one of the tree roots of one of the more decaying trees.
Anyone need a pearl? Magic pearl? Is this magical or is it just...
No, this is...
Okay,
I
fine.
don't know.
That's cool.
I mean, maybe, but I
mean,
don't
magic
know.
is an incredibly useful tool. Sometimes you just gotta...
You guys are doing great.
Just gotta do it the old-fashioned way.
You would detect that not only are the trees not getting the nutrients from the land, there's some sort of sapping of nutrients of the ground, of the land itself. There is just like rot from the outside of the roots coming in. Like the trees themselves are trying to latch onto and suck whatever they can to survive. And all they're getting the sunlight they need, but they're not getting any of the water and nutrients from the ground that they need. And to the point where the land has become that poisoned over the years that they're actually sucking in poisons, toxins, whatever is being spilt into the ground or bored into the ground. You're not sure what because you haven't been to Severe, but and it is just slowly, year by year, making its way over to Neodracht. Yeah.
I pull out
Great.
the vial. I pull out the vial of...
Not advised, but, do what you can.
Oh, now I can focus.
I pull out the vial.
I have never awarded inspiration. Take inspiration. Great teamwork, you guys. That's set up and pay off.
I pull out my vial of blood that I took from
Peru. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay.
It doesn't look the same as it did 3 days ago when we started this fucking adventure.
I don't know, but I'm different now. It does look the same. It does look. It looks fresh. It looks hearty. It does not look like it's changed.
I put a couple of drops on the root of this dead tree.
Instantly, as it hits the drops of the tree kind of flexes and moves a little bit, almost like the tree itself
got its pump on.
grows, gets its pump on. Yeah, it kind of swells a little bit, plumage, and then it kind of dulls to like an autumn kind of color there. This is in the twilight kind of hours. The sun is setting in front of you. And as it does that, there is a split second where the tree comes to life a little bit more for a split second. As it does that, you watch as Philo and Overwatch, who makes himself known because now it's kind of becoming sparse kind of forest.
Fuck, where'd you come from?
I've been here the whole time, but what the fuck just happened?
Was just there.
That's some Eladrin bullshit. Are you in with those Eladrin elves that deal with the nature and shit?
Something more
No.
powerful.
No, it's called magic.
I know what magic is, but that nature magic, that's some Eladrin shit.
It's not just the magic.
Well,
He's an orc. He's got magic of the woods.
show me.
I just do a little peck dance.
Sorry, what were we talking about? I've forgotten.
Cast hypnotic pattern or something. Boom, 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 boom.
Carry on, never mind.
No, it's okay, fair enough. They've specialised in that. They don't have to be just elves that do.
Just pointing out. Oh, lighten up a bit, Overwatch. They've clearly either learnt from Eladrin or they've got.
Would you rather that the land stays barren than desolate?
Honestly, the land's going to shit either way.
What if it didn't?
If it didn't,
Aye.
I don't know anyone that could stop this sort of rot. Sylvanas is not answering shit. Goivni, none of our gods are fucking listening, talking back to us. So, I don't know, if you change the lands and make them better, I'll fucking pray to you.
Do you know when this started?
Opportunity.
No, please ask good questions.
Do you know when this started?
The war?
No, the blight on the trees.
No idea. That's Severian's fucking Severe's bullshit. I've got my theories, but, you know.
What are your theories?
That Severe have raped their land, and as a result, they're starting to rape our land. You know, why do you think, no offense, but why do you think you Fionian fuckers help out the elves? Because if you help out the elves and the elves win, and Severe kind of helps out the elves and the elves win, then Severe will rape their land. Buys Fiona time before Severe comes to them. Severe's raped their lands. They're going to rape Neodracht. They're then going to take Fiona.
Oh, they just tried. We just put a stop to that.
To what?
The takeover, the underground takeover, literally the underground takeover of Fiona by Severe.
For now, at least.
Underground. I thought the underground tunnel was so that they could get their injured out.
Well, not anymore.
Multiple uses, I guess.
Right. Most tunnels have multiple uses.
Goes in and out.
Right.
Two-way street.
What?
Two-way street.
What is?
This is literally what he just said. Goes in and out.
I don't like you.
I never liked you.
All right,
we all just met. So
Calm down, you two. Keep.
you said that Sylvanas hasn't been answering your prayers.
I don't pray to Sylvanas.
Oh,
No. We pray to Goivni, and the elves pray to... Well, we pray to Goivni and Dunatis, you know, some of us, Mountains and Peaks or Smiths and Healing. But, you know, Sylvanas, perhaps we should have fucking prayed to Sylvanas. I don't know.
but Goivni's not answering, or
Goivni's answering. We're in a war, for fuck's sake. So, yeah, they've been... Our Smiths have been working hard. So we've got people that pray to Nuada, the god of warriors. He's obviously fucking listening.
is there a god of peace?
Okay, give you a little nudge with my elbow.
As far as I know,
It's me.
I
Was
don't
that what you're trying to? Oh.
I don't
Oh.
know of any gods of peace. No, it's not something that I'm aware of.
How does praying to a god of war work? You pray for war, or does it just feed
Right.
off of the war you cause?
I assume both.
Because wouldn't praying to a god of war just bring more war?
You could pray for victory in war, turn the tides of it.
But then there wouldn't be any war for the god to be in charge of, no?
Both sides pray to the same god?
Who was that?
Oh.
Well, that
Who
is
was
like...
that face?
it's my face, all right? Don't make
yeah.
comments about my face.
Okay, it's all right.
We're going
We're
to talk
just-
through other people. I'm going to talk through Philo there.
All right, I'll talk through who volunteers. Hey, I'll talk through that one.
Fine. Starting
Happy to be a servant.
now, Philo.
Right.
Right.
He said no.
Right. Tell him I said now works for me.
He said now works for me, Philo.
He said no works for him.
Well, you can talk to me.
Oh, and can I talk to you? Yes.
There's a moment where you and I just look at each other like,
These fucking idiots. Can you believe that?
See, now they worked out fucking super days out.
Sun setting
Should we,
slowly.
are we okay to make camp here, or would you rather we go further into Safirith?
I think if you trek on for another 5 or 6 hours, you'll be in Severe. But I mean, if you want to hang about the edge of the forest here, you've been kind. We're happy to keep an eye out for you. We're not going to kill you.
Appreciate it.
Share a
You're
fire
welcome.
if you want.
Right.
Yes, I think we should rest. Aegis, you look...
Pretty dope, I know.
Well, yeah, it's weird. It's like...
It's like he's got a pump on.
Yeah, but also...
Oh, you should have seen us last night.
What?
We were pumping hard.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
It was great.
I keep saying we should do that to blow off the tension, but Overwatch isn't interested.
Oh,
So it's a real bonding experience.
How old are you?
Me? 57?
I get why you're saying no.
Why?
You're a little too young.
Oh, why? You start to set up a fire on the edge of the forest here. The fire lights up the forest around you. You're no longer in thick forest. It's a little more sparse, and the smoke will billow up. But it is a cloudy night. It is not a clear night, so not a lot of light. Fire hidden in the forest, at least. And handful of hours to get into Severe, and you're able to rest down. Is there anything anyone would be doing this eve?
yeah.
While we're setting up camp at a moment in time where the dwarves are maybe doing their own thing, I think a little discussion on Pierre Roup is in order. I think we need to meet up with him. I think he needs to come to us.
Right. I know, I agree, right? Where he's going to come to us? Here?
Well,
in
we
the
need to
forest,
find a
or-
place. We need to find a place to meet. We need to tell him. But with the blood able to do what it can do, I only trust us with him.
Right. But Ari has a plan.
What's the plan? What is Ari's plan?
Well, I don't know. I mean, he knows more than we do. He knew more than we do before we knew what we didn't know. So, I mean, I trust Ari more than I trust us.
Why?
Well,
The man was high off his fucking tits on fish. Why do you trust him more than you trust us?
well, because he's known about the fish and about what they do for quite some time and not tried to take over the world. And also, we have a track record of basically burning every place down that we'd pass through, so...
Okay, there was only one place that didn't deserve it, and that one place wasn't any of us.
What do you mean, one place that
You and
didn't
I.
deserve it?
Yeah, that's it.
The one place we have burnt down that didn't deserve it wasn't us.
So all the other places deserved it.
I mean, kinda. No? Corruption? Rampant corruption?
There wasn't. I mean,
Things
Bocked?
trying to take over things? That wasn't us either. That was the same person in question is the one that's caused all this fucking shit.
right.
All right, he's dead.
Okay.
I mean, death is kind of like hit or miss in this
Look,
kind of
I
world.
didn't want to say anything.
It comes back, goes dead. It's, you know,
It's temporary.
Look, I didn't want to say anything earlier, but you know how we, passed through the place and there was a cracking and there's a giant whirlpool in the middle of the ocean and half the dwarven fleet is being sucked into it. So,
Again,
That's not us.
Well-
that was a giant freaking squid
Ecological
monster thing. We wanted nothing to do with that.
proximity does not equal fault.
No, that's gonna mess with that whole ecosystem.
Right, but
No.
the history of our proximity
Okay
has
with that, everyone?
not been excellent.
It's just a series of unfortunate events.
Right.
Ah, the Lemony Snicket defense.
So you think we should just let Pierre-Roup and Ari do their thing and we go to 12 Point?
Why are we even going? If they're going to do their own thing?
I think we should. I think maybe we should.
turn back.
Instead of just having our own plan and being like, well,
We just fucking end here.
If I,
Camp in the forest, hang out with dwarves. I mean, yeah.
if I may,
We can just do a whole war campaign. fuck those guys.
if we want
Sorry.
to meet up with Pierre-Roup, we're not far from the river, and the river leads to it's a very sizable river, and it leads to a
Right.
bay on sort of the outskirts of Safirith.
right, so we could go that way. Right, I'm not opposed to meeting up with Pierre-Roup. I just think we should consult with Ari and Pierre-Roup rather than just marching on in and doing our own thing without having any information.
If you want to message them
Maybe
both,
they've got a good plan.
you can ask for you can ask for his plan, yeah, as much as you're willing to spare, Agenar, for your messages. But I think we should.
Yeah. Give him a chat. Give him a call.
Right,
But we have if when we meet up with Pierre-Roup,
right.
we can't. I don't think they should know about Pierre-Roup.
No, well, I'm going to be messaging in
No,
my
but
head.
if we
so
meet
they
up with
won't
them,
hear.
they are along for this journey, foreseeably until we pass the border.
I mean,
Is the border on the other side of?
yeah, the
Okay,
the
perfect
bay would
then.
be on the other side of the border. It
Great.
depends on just sort of how far up the river we want them to swim.
All right, so we
right,
cross.
or he wants to swim.
Yeah.
Whether he wants to swim up the river.
We're not too far from it, and even then, that might cut down some time if we go
river?
down it. Yeah. I mean, there are river pirates, but that's a whole different thing.
River pirates.
Honestly, they're not that big of an issue. It's mostly just punk kids trying to get merchants.
All I'm saying is you need to have a little more trust in yourself.
Hmm.
Don't view us as the bad guys.
I never said I viewed us as the bad guys.
Don't view us
Just-
as the bumbling fools to be saved. 'Cause
Did you
so far,
call for me?
no.
Okay, sorry. Thought I heard.
Overwatch, how often do you call him a bumbling fool?
You did call me.
Sorry about that. Get back over here.
Speak nicely to your inferiors.
Uh,
Because one day they're going to look after you in your retirement.
I'll die in battle.
Not necessarily.
How far away are we from the border at this point?
Difficult to tell. They said maybe 5 or so hours.
Yeah,
so it is
less than
sunset.
a day.
Less than a day for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah. You already came out pretty
Great.
close to the border.
I'm going to message Ari. Hello, Ari. It's Agenar. We're less than a day from Sevir's border. Coming through the basin. What is your plan? Where can we meet you?
You say?
Yeah.
You hear back.
They're really crunchy.
You hear back.
I was like,
Sister, it is good to hear you. I'm going to get there first. But I won't keep it all for myself. Not telling you my plan. I'm going first.
So what did he say?
What? Who say?
This bumbling.
You got a
druggie.
pen pal?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Oh, that's sweet. What's he like? Tell me about him.
we need more firewood.
What?
Can you be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can get more firewood for sure.
All right.
Is my bumbling fool to boss around? Fill all more firewood, because I said it.
All right. 2 lots of firewood.
That's a lot of fire.
All right, Azorith, I'm not too proud to say you're right.
What? I can't be fucking right. What do you mean you're not proud to?
Give
So-
me a
If he was right, what am I?
Just give me a moment.
Left.
Where exactly does this bay have a name?
Well, hold on. What did he say? Are you going to message him again?
Map.
No.
Well, yeah, the map's not filled in. That would probably be Canticle Bay.
Canticle Bay?
Canticle.
Canticle Bay?
Yeah. I'll write that down just in case.
Canticle Bay.
Where is where's the city?
Yeah, so as far as your map goes,
Yeah.
Oyer is to the left of the S in Severe.
Okay.
And then 12 Point is further across to the coast again. So basically that left hand from the left of the S onwards is where kind of city is. Everything else in Severe has been fucked. Yeah. There are still little settlements everywhere. But yeah, that's What?
I got shit for later.
Huh?
I got things for later.
For the after chat?
No. For my part in the rest.
Excellent.
Canticle Bay, you said?
Canticle Bay.
Hi, Pierup. It's Agenar. You should come and meet us at Canticle Bay. Don't trust Ari. He's after power. Make your own choices. Stay free.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check for me. Frack.
Do I still have Bardic Inspiration?
No.
No. Persuasion.
Look at me and get inspired, then sure.
Oh, that's an 11.
If you wish to look at, what are you doing in order to inspire?
I'm helping and carry firewood, and you see me being just very caring to this young dwarf, and I'm just like a paternal father figure, teaching him how to like find the correct firewood. Don't get the
it
new
all
stuff.
burns, doesn't it?
All wood does burn, but
Yeah,
some
there you
burns
go.
better, and some burns without smoke.
Okay.
And you don't want to have smoke in your eye.
We would have smoked this fire, and we want fire.
But sometimes where there's no smoke, there's fire as well.
Where?
Here, I'll show you.
Okay.
Inspiring.
Come in, roll your Bardic Inspiration.
Look at Aegis bonding with people. What is it?
D8.
D8. Dang. Okay.
Big 8 on the D8.
Come on, 8.
Hey.
Blowing up.
You hear back.
That's a 19.
You hear back. Canticle Bay. I will be there as soon as possible. I will wait for you. That's it.
Okay. Right. Like I said, you were right. You were right.
What did Ari say?
Oh, he just sounded like he was mad for power. It was pretty immediate. Anyway, I spoke to Pierre and told him to not to trust Ari and to meet us at Canticle Bay and to make his own decisions and be free. And he said he'd meet us there and wait for us. So, right, I guess that's where we're going.
Did you tell Ari where we are?
I just said we were less than a day from Severe, coming via the basin.
So yes. As you have this brief conversation, as you get ready to kind of rest down, we're going to go ahead and leave our session there, come back to this moment.
Good night.
Leader of the mind